Hi there, welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing as all the content on this channel is focused on your well-being. And for those of you who have already subscribed, I appreciate your support. Please check out my website and we'll love it if you sign up to my newsletter to receive regular updates. Also, check out the resources page on my website where I update any resources that I believe will help you. You can also connect with me on Insta and Facebook. I will leave all the links in the video description below. I appreciate all your support and hope you like this video. Without further delay, let's get to it. Welcome back everyone. Today's video is a continuation from last week's video on why we need to let go of our ego and how damaging it can be for us. Today I will give you the 5 steps you must take to be able to let go of your ego. To start with, it is important to understand and accept that no one is perfect. Consider this as the foundation step, as without acknowledging this, it is impossible to let go of your ego. It is our ego that tends to judge everyone and everything based on appearance, achievements, and possessions. It is our ego that also believes we know best. We are always right. We try to control how others behave. No matter how good you are at specific skill or tasks, you're definitely not the best. Accepting this will help you become more balanced and it will give you room to improve yourself. If you really believe that there is nothing wrong with you, you'll never be able to take the next step forward in becoming the better version of you. This attitude will hold you back and keep you from experiencing the true gratification life has to offer. Let's get into the 5 steps you must take to get rid of your ego. Number 1, consciously remove the need to win and be right. The need to always be right or to win every time is a recipe for disaster and will keep you from becoming your true self. It is never ending and starts a vicious cycle that will stop you from reflecting on your actions and your behavior. You must accept that you will not win every time and that you will not be right every time. You also need to think why you need to be right or your need to win. The answer is that you need recognition. Try and develop real self-confidence that does not seek recognition. Let go of this constant need for recognition one way or the other just by letting go of your ego. You may not realize it straight away, but the day you let this go, your life will improve instantly for the better. Number 2, don't compare yourself to others. Your ego does this to you. It will always make you compare yourself with other people. As we compare, we start to focus on areas that we feel less than others. We focus on what we have less of, or the areas we didn't do well in. We compare ourselves to others. We also see things that we did not do well, that others are achieving easily, making us feel worse and worse. Our ego is what wants us to be better than and more than others. Times when we see others do better, our egos can punish us and make us feel inferior. This can also be quite damaging for our own self-confidence. On the other hand, if we do better than others, our ego can make us feel superior, which is also a self-created illusion. Our ego stops us from understanding that we all are valuable in our own unique way and we don't need to be more than others. Our value is inherent in us. Our focus should only and only be on how to become the best version of our own self that we can be. Set your own goals in life, but it never has to be anything to do with others. Understanding this will help you in letting go of your ego. Number 3, stop bragging about yourself. What do I mean by this? It's okay to mention our achievements and our goals, At times this happens when we're having conversations with people, but in my experience, when we are having such conversations, our egos start to enter the conversation. We start to name places, stating numbers, talk about material possessions. This is all to help us feel more valuable and superior. This comes from ego and feeling the need to show our worth. I'm sure there's a lot of you that can relate to this, and if you don't do this, I'm sure you can think of someone who's a serial offender. I've known people in the past who get together and show off about how many properties they bought, or how much money they have in the bank, or how many medals they won, or abundance of maybe what they don't have, just to help them feel better about themselves and to show off their ego in front of everybody else. It's always better, I feel, just to be who you are, be yourself and be real. We need to be conscious of others and make sure that we are not bragging about ourselves all the time. Instead of making everything about us, we should focus on acknowledging and praising others' achievements also, and take interest in what they have to say as well. Achieving this will be a huge step towards letting go of your ego. Number 4, forgive and let go. Our ego is what comes in the way and stops us from forgiving others easily. This is one of the most important steps you need to take to let go of your ego. We must learn to forgive people who hurt us. And even more importantly, we need to forgive ourselves. You know, I always believe it's so important to forgive. Even if the person hasn't asked you for forgiveness, it releases you from your own cage of anger, your own cage of resentment, and your own cage of fear. Set yourself free. So what I'm trying to say is that you must let go of your ego in getting in the way from stopping yourself from forgiving people who upset you or have hurt you in the past. And it's really important to move on. Once you do that, you'll get rid of all that baggage and you will set yourself free. Number 5, set aside some time every day for gratitude. So set aside some time every day to count your blessings. Wake up in the morning and feel gratitude for waking up and knowing you're going to have a nice day. When you're grateful for the things you have in your life, even the smallest of things, you also develop a deeper connection with your true self where your ego has no place. You know, it's spring here at the moment and I have jasmine around my property. And it's the most beautiful smell, beautiful aroma, just coming outside and having that scent of jasmine. And that smell is so beautiful, it just leaves a warm and fuzzy feeling inside me. I have that gratitude that I'm actually able to smell such a beautiful aroma. So this is just a small example of the little things that we can be grateful for. Because as I explained in my previous video, that ego stems from fear. When you are grateful, you are not fearful. When you are not fearful, you will find it easier to let go of your ego. So there you have it, the 5 steps to let go of your ego. So it's important to remember that knowing these steps is not enough. So many times we hear something and think, oh yes, that makes sense, but then do nothing about it. You must start consciously practicing this. Next time you have an argument, don't try and win and let go of the need to be right. You will feel a different type of pleasure and satisfaction when you choose to let go of your ego. That's it for today. Till next time, stay safe and stay blessed. Also, I have included a free copy of my step-by-step guide on how to attract the things that you want in your life in the video description below. In this guide, I take you through the whole process step by step with detailed actions you need to take. Make sure you get a copy and start attracting the things you want in your life today. To get your copy, click on the link in the video description below.